This is McCook's Mr. Bill's, an honor to have you here. You're looking at a knife, a big old survival hunting knife. You bet. An excellent blade, given to me for a Christmas present. The downside of it is, though, a big old hunting knife, I would never carry it. I wouldn't want the law enforcement to see me packing such a weapon, because that says RAMBO to a cop, and no cop likes a RAMBO. So that's not something I would even consider carrying. But that doesn't mean I wouldn't like some cutting tools. And I like to consider what the people had before we had the true knives of today. I had a paleontologist stop by here just this last weekend, and he was looking at some of my collection. This, if you can get an idea of it, is a paper-thin knife blade. And without the handle, it was just simply used, and there's a little finger well there, and it was used like that to cut. Now this came from the Ice Ages. I said it came from the Ice Ages. An excellent workpiece, that paleontologist did say. And taking a piece of paper, you can just sit there and you can just slit it open all day long. It'll just slit up the paper totally. Very, very sharp, to say the least. And of course it doesn't have to be or have even kind of look of a blade itself. A simple, round cutting tool. Very thin, well made, and again another Ice Age piece. And you will have more cutting capability than you imagine with it. Lightweight, and yet it still will just slit open things real easy. Just slits up the paper without question. It does the job. Now maybe you don't have the ability to get something that's 10,000 years old, or even any ability to hunt for arrowheads in your area, or any stone tools in your area. Well, you can get online. You can get online and or go to a what they used to call a tourist trap, and you can buy modern-made stone points. Here's a pretty good size one. It cost me $10 at a tourist trap. You bet. But it's still, just in case you were wondering, it's still very sharp. Take a piece of paper, and you can just sit there, and it'll just slit open the papers left and right. Just rip everything to pieces. You bet. Very, very sharp. A nice tool to have. But whether you're going with that look, or just simply just a flat, good piece of flint with one edge, the dull edge, so you can easily put your finger on this side and put some serious pressure on it, it will cut. And yet you can put it in your pocket and forget it. In decades, I have never cut myself or my pocket by carrying a knife. That doesn't mean it isn't possible, but it's never happened for me. So if you would like to have a cutting tool that's free or almost free, and is cop-proof because there's no handle on it, it just looks like a rock, the odds are that you're going to do real well in the Stone Age. And maybe it's something you ought to consider for your own cutting tool and for the enjoyment of learning a skill that's 10,000 years old. Rate this film.